Hey, what's going on YouTube? So, a handful of you have been asking what's going on with the 93 Blazer. And I think I left a comment saying it hasn't really been breaking, so I haven't been making any videos on it and I haven't been making any improvements on it. I pretty much got it the way I want. Well, sure shot myself in the foot saying that. So, here's the green Blazer currently. The old 93 special. Anybody that has followed this vehicle remembers I bought this thing with a rod knock. Tore it all down, put a new crank and bearings in it, yada yada yada. Kind of did it on a budget and got it back up and on the road. And I've been driving it for the past year. It's been great. However, I have noticed recently the oil pressure starting to at idle. Had it over at my brother's shop the other day. He did an inspection, test drove it because it had a shake, and he's like, yeah, that oil pressure's a little low. Did you by chance change that oil pump when you had the engine out? And I'm like, no I didn't. He's like, yeah, when you have metal going through your engine, you gotta change pump. And I did not do that. So apparently the pump's junk, like a lot. So I'm going to show you what's wrong with the pump. So here's the pump. Got a couple gears in there. That looks nice, right? Yeah, no. This side's really shiny. Let me wipe it off here. I'm not 100% sure how this is all supposed to look inside, but I know none of these wear marks are supposed to be on there. And you got this piece, same thing, scratching in it, marks all over the teeth. Here's the pump housing itself. There's them two big grooves right there in the middle. Yeah, not good. Not good at all. Here's the top of the pump where the screen is. More scratching. So, obviously this pump was shredding itself and putting metal through the oil, because every time I drain the oil, it's still got some metallic in it. And after 5,000 miles, there should not be any metallic in this oil. So, here's my new rod bearings. This is one of them. I pulled the pan to check these. Those look nice, right? No, not really. Here's your main. We charge extra for that. So, our current situation is we're in the process of pulling the engine. Fans off, obviously. I got the motor mount bolts loose. Not much you can see because it's dark, and I was in the process of pulling the front diff to do the pan, so that's why this is all tore apart. So yeah, I'm gonna admit it. I screwed up. I tried to be cheap, and honestly I'm learning too, so that doesn't really help. Like, I kind of should have known to do the pump, but I don't know why I didn't do it. Just, I'm gonna be honest, plain stupidity is what it is. So here we are, pulling the engine back out of the 93 Blazer. Great. So from what I've seen, I can show you. Where's my light? The crank is no good no more. So, I mean, I could have it machined, but I looked at the bearings and they're 25 oversized bearings. So if that crank's already oversized, probably not going to be able to do it again. Plus the machine work is going to cost too much money. Probably going to be crank and bearings. Oh, it's in my face. Alright. So here's our crank. Yeah. Nothing like some good old lines. Here's the main. It's not good. There's the other rod bearing, the other half that's still in there. But the two that I pulled, the pattern looks the same. Just looks like wear from metal being in the oil. So that's great. Not. Oh, I'll climb back at it. So yeah, y'all wanted some videos on the 93 Blazer, boy, you're gonna get it. Might be a little bit of repeat work, but it is what it is. I gotta pull the engine back out of this thing, tear it all back down. This time, I'm not gonna be stupid. I'm gonna tear it all down because I never pulled the cam out of this thing either. So this time, the cam's coming out, checking the cam bearings. I'm gonna pull all the lifters out, throw them in the trash. My brother told me I should have replaced them because metal gets down in there and doesn't like to come back out. And honestly, they're chattery, so they're obviously no good. Which scares me because it's probably gonna mean the cam's junk too. So, great. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get this engine yanked out yet again. Literally exactly a year later, I think, from when I got it running last time. So, I'm gonna get her pulled out and see what kind of damage is done and do it right this time. So, let this be a lesson. Pull the engine out, you got metal in it. Replace everything. It's gonna cost more, but you won't be doing what I'm doing now because pulling the engine out of this thing sucks. But it is what it is. I like it, so here we are. I gotta fix it. So, well, today's goal is get all the accessories off and hopefully get the intake and stuff off. And probably in the next video, be yanking the engine out, tearing it down, and seeing what kind of damage is done. Let's get after it.
Watching your mouth move
Yeah, that's the hair of shame. So anyway, as you can see from the time lapse, sorry, it's just like before. It's going to be a lot of time lapsing because I'm ripping this apart. There's really nothing for me to explain. You can just watch me rip it apart and then I'll talk about it. So yeah, here's where we are. Got the distributor out, intake off, all the accessorize off. This manifold is now free. These ones are loose. I got a couple of them out, but it's getting late, so I'm calling it a night. But I got further ahead than I wanted to tonight. Got the top two most bell housing bolts out. I think all I got left is to get this manifold free and then get under this thing and take the transmission mount out, drop the tranny down, take the rest of the bell housing bolts out, pull the tranny back up in, and then yank the engine out. So it's like I've done this recently. What an idiot. Oh! So yeah. Oh, check this out. Pulled the distributor. I don't know if I showed it in the video before, but this gear had like no wear on it before. Look at the wear on that freaking gear. Holy crap. That is really bad. Dude, this gear looked almost brand new before. Let that be a lesson to you. Don't run metally oil. That don't tell you how tough a 4.3 is. I don't know what does, because that's got 5,000 miles and a year's worth of running on that. It's pretty mint. Not really. It sucks. So yeah, next video it will be touching up underneath and yanking the engine out and tearing it apart. I was on the phone with my brother. He said there's no reason to pull the heads because I'm not pulling the pistons. Obviously it makes sense. You don't have to pull the heads to do the lifters, so I won't be pulling the heads. Because pistons are staying. I'm gonna clean the block here. He said there's no sense in taking it to the machine shop. He said you can do a really good job yourself. He said just actually do it. So I'm gonna clean the block here. I'll probably have him check it, make sure I did a good job. That'll save some money, but I want to make sure I do it right. So yeah, that'll be cool. That'll save some time. But yeah, we're gonna check the cam. I kind of looked down in there. I can include a couple photos of what the cam looks like through that metal shield that I wiped off. And so you can see what it looks like. He claims it don't look too bad. So fingers crossed the cam's good. He said the bearings are probably going to be junk, but hey, as long as we can slap some new cam bearings in this thing, that is a win. That'll be great. So yeah, until the next video, ripping the engine out. Peace.